Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Everything You Didn't Learn in Catholic School. Today's theme is on birth control. Yeah, you wouldn't find that in a Catholic school curriculum. Anyway, I am Annika, the host of today's show, and to speak on our theme is a healthcare professional who specializes in birth control, and the second is someone who has gone through the process of birth control himself. So allow me to introduce Dr. Abelia and Mr. Ram. Welcome to our show. So to get things started, Dr. Abelia, what is birth control in the first place?
Well, birth control, also known as contraception, refers to a variety of methods and techniques used to reduce the risk of unintended pregnancies. So, there are four main ways this is often done. The first, of course, are barrier methods like condoms and diaphragms and cervical caps for women. And then there's pills, hormonal injections, or hormonal intrauterine devices, typically used on women to regulate the hormones that contribute to pregnancy. The third are long-acting reversible contraceptives or LARCs, which use hormonal and non-hormonal IUDs and contraceptive implants that last for longer periods of time. And lastly, permanent contraception, which, as the word suggests, reduce the chances of pregnancy by over 99%. So for females, it's tubal ligation, and for males, it's the process of vasectomy.
With everything you've mentioned, I can't help but notice that the majority of these are targeted towards women. So, why are there so little options for men?
Great question. So, historically, women have always shouldered the responsibility for pregnancy prevention, whether for better or worse. Unfortunately, this historical perspective has also influenced scientists and pharmaceutical companies to predominantly focus on developing contraceptives for women. So, conversely, male birth control options have not received the same level of priority until recently. The development of new contraceptives is a time and cost intensive process demanding substantial investments. So, it faces numerous regulatory hurdles, making it a protracted procedure, and regrettably, from an economic standpoint, these challenges may discourage investment in the pursuit of new methods.
That is crazy. Because birth control is so important, right? What else do you think people do not know about its importance?
Well, when people hear the term birth control, all they think about is that it stops unwanted pregnancies from occurring, but its role actually extends beyond that. So, some of the importances of normalizing birth control are the following: it promotes family planning, it allows people and individuals to plan when and how many children they want to have. It also plays an important role in economic and educational opportunities. So, planned pregnancies allow individuals and couples to pursue their educational and career goals. Having control over when to have kids can lead to increased economic stability and better access to educational and employment opportunities.
I agree with that. It takes two to tango, but in this stance, it's always women taking the lead. Let's now try to delve into the misconceptions about gender roles when doing birth control. So, Ram, what do you think about the responsibility of men with birth control, particularly with vasectomies?
Well, I have gone through a vasectomy myself, and it was a choice I personally made with my partner. I really think people don't normalize vasectomies, and men who undergo the procedure or even think about getting one often get stereotyped for even considering it, as they view it as a sign of weakness. What's crazy is that it's just a mindset of weakness, whereas birth control for women can be painful to a point that it creates a physical weakness for them in itself. Irregulating hormones can have numerous side effects, and I saw how it affected my wife. Family planning, whether to plan to not have it or to have it at a certain time, is a shared responsibility. And I believe vasectomy is one way for us men to contribute to this responsibility. At the same time, it is the first step to hopefully breaking the stigma around vasectomies, because discussing them openly can help reduce the pressure and expectations surrounding traditional gender roles. And I also think it fosters, a more inclusive and equitable understanding of reproductive health.
Yeah, definitely. It's important to have open discussions on this. And speaking of open, we are opening our phone lines to listen to what the viewers have to say. And it looks like we have one right now.
Hey, I have a concern regarding today's topic. The issue with contraception for men is that the options are limited, and as of now, I believe vasectomy is the only option available right now, right? I mean, vasectomy? Seriously? It's irreversible, and the potential long term side effects are concerning. Why would any guy want to go through with that?
Thank you for sharing your concerns. To address these, maybe Dr. Abelia could share her thoughts.
As a healthcare professional, I understand your concerns, but there are things that I should clarify. So, first of all, vasectomies are not permanent. They can be undone, and side effects completely depend on numerous factors, which is why you should consult your doctor. So, another, we are simply encouraging the conversation of male birth control so that male partners and even pharmaceutical companies would be encouraged to prioritize it as an option. And last, if you think birth control is concerning for men, think about the women. So far, condoms and vasectomy are the only available contraceptives for men. However, condoms only have an 82% effectiveness rate if used properly, while vasectomy is proven to be 99% effective. So, yes, there are risks like infections or blood clots, but these depend on numerous factors outside of the procedure itself. If you think it may be bad for men, there are so many more concrete examples of how it can be harmful for women. So, female birth control has similar, if not more, or even worse risks such as bleeding, nausea, weight gain, and others. So, let me ask you, even if both have risks, is it expected that women should have to go through all that over men?
Thank you for giving a brief clarification regarding the medical risk and side effects of birth controls. Hey, and would you look at that? We have another caller on the line. I wonder what his or her concern would be. Hi, so, what do you have to say?
Hello, everyone. I heard that today's topic is all about birth control or contraceptives. I do not understand why you're discussing this topic in front of so many people. Don't you know that this is against the beliefs and teachings of the church? This is a disgrace to the sacrifices that Jesus made for us. When you enter a union of love, you are bound into a lifetime communion with one another along with God. You have duties to fulfill as partners, and that is the ability to create something meaningful. God gifted you the ability to bear a child through love. So now that you are introducing contraceptives to people, you are disregarding the important duty that God has instilled in us, which is to not deny His blessing and follow His orders. I do not support this act. Goodbye.
We had a very passionate caller right there. Thank you for speaking your thoughts. So, Ram, what do you think about the concerns our caller has expressed? Do you resonate with it, or do you have a different take?
I actually understand where she's coming from. You know, as someone who grew up in a Catholic household my entire life and also going to a Catholic school my whole life, there's that belief that procreation can only happen inside the union of a marriage, which only makes it respectable and the only respected option. But they should also respect the beliefs of others. The world is not black or white, and different cultures and individuals have different views when it comes to sex. And most of these views don't just originate from religion. Well, to me, what matters most is that there is consent and protection.
You heard it here, folks. What matters most is consent and protection. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We delved into what birth control is, its importance, its issues, its medical and religious concerns. With that, the overall message is that it is crucial to promote comprehensive education and open conversations about male contraception, ensuring that men and their partners are well informed and that society recognizes their right to take responsibility for their reproductive health, ultimately leading to more equitable family planning and healthier relationships. Before we say goodbye, let's give a major shout out to our sponsor, LoveGuard Condom Contraceptives. Safety has never been more delightful than with LoveGuard's wide array of more than 10 flavors to choose from. LoveGuard, your partner in safe, clean, and responsible passion, day in and day out.